The dark side of the Force is a fascinating and complex aspect of the Star Wars universe. On the surface, it appears to be a simplistic concept, a path of power and aggression that leads to chaos and destruction. However, upon closer examination, the dark side reveals itself to be a nuanced and multifaceted phenomenon that speaks to fundamental human psychological dynamics. At its core, the dark side is a manifestation of the id, the primitive and instinctual aspect of the human psyche. It represents the unbridled expression of emotions, particularly anger, fear, and aggression. This is evident in characters like Darth Vader, who is driven by a deep-seated need for control and a desire for power. One of the most compelling aspects of the dark side is its relationship to the concept of identity. When individuals succumb to the dark side, they often experience a sense of fragmentation, as their sense of self becomes increasingly disconnected from their moral and emotional centers. This is exemplified in the character of Anakin Skywalker, who becomes increasingly isolated and disconnected from his friends and loved ones as he gradually succumbs to the dark side. The dark side also raises important questions about the nature of free will versus determinism. Characters like Emperor Palpatine and Grand Moff Tarkin appear to be motivated by a cold, calculating logic, suggesting that they are driven by a premeditated desire for power rather than a genuine emotional response. However, this masks a deeper psychological complexity. Each of these characters has experienced significant trauma and abuse, which has shaped their worldview and informed their subsequent actions. In addition to its psychological connotations, the dark side also has cultural and social implications. It speaks to the dangers of groupthink and conformity, where individuals surrender their individual autonomy and moral agency in order to blend in with the crowd. This is exemplified in the imperial ranks, where soldiers are conditioned to suppress their emotions and submit to the will of their superiors without question. One final aspect worth noting is the relationship. Characters like Anakin Skywalker and Ben Solo, who ultimately turn back from the dark side, suggest that it is possible to overcome the influences of trauma and adversity and to reclaim one's moral and emotional center. This underscores the idea that even in the face of apparent darkness, there is always the potential for healing and growth.